Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you? How are you? I am looking for me on my other device while you are jumping on. So please say hello when you come on so I can see who is joining us live so that I can say hello. If you're catching the replay, please also say hello because I love to see who stopped by after we have gone live. My camera looks a little wonky. Hopefully I didn't make anybody too sick there. Welcome, everybody. My name is Kristen Kona. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you are joining me live on the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. Today is Friday, March 14th, 2025, and I am so glad you have found me and have joined me live. Real quick, going over some things. First of all, Paper Pumpkin. If you have been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, Paper Pumpkin is no longer where you used to find it. Before it was on paperpumpkin.com. Now everything is housed right on the Stampin' Up! Website. And speaking of which, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you need to go in there and go into your account to activate your subscription there because they have moved it. So, urgent message to all of you who have been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, please go do that so you do not miss out on your next Paper Pumpkin. If you are having issues finding where it is, you could always reach out to Stampin' Up! As well. They will help you in that so that you do not miss out on the next Paper Pumpkin. Because look at this beauty right here. Oh, I am in love with the look of the box, so I can just imagine what is inside of that box. What is inside of it, they give us a little bit of a description of it, but like you, I have no idea what is inside of that box either until I get mine. So it's a surprise for everybody. And did you know that the stamp sets that are designed for Paper Pumpkin, that is the only way you can get them? You cannot purchase them outside of it. You must be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Likewise, getting different of our ink spots, our inks in our 1" by 1" cubes. Love these. Okay, so they did let us know here via the description that all three of the next Paper Pumpkins, April, May, and June's, will have 9 cards in them, 3 each of 3 different designs, okay? And just a little secret, this one has one of our new in colors in it, just saying, so you might want to go and check it out and see if you can spy with your little eye which of these colors that are listed is a new in color. That is always so much fun this time of year. Stampin' Up! Is continuing on offering an add-on product, some dies that they created to coordinate with each of the next 3 months Paper Pumpkins as well. Do you need these to complete the projects inside? No, you do not. But what they do for you is they expand your creativity and be able to use these items and know that they're going to coordinate with the next 3 months Paper Pumpkins, okay? So yeah, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get these. That is the only way. So see, there are perks to being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So this little box right here, which is our April paper pumpkin, that one you have from March 11th through April 10th to sign up to receive it. Paper pumpkin is a box of crafting fun that is delivered right to your mailbox. So don't miss out on these. I have been getting them ever since Stampin' Up! Started them, and they're so much fun. While you are online, activating your subscription, letting them know that yes, that is your correct email is what it is doing. It is verifying that the email that they have for you set up for your paper pumpkin is the correct one. Okay, so it is very important that you do that so that you continue receiving the emails, your notifications of when the emails are shipping out and that you've been billed and all those things. Okay, but while you're online checking out Paper Pumpkin, there's a few other places I think you should check out, and you won't be sorry. One of those is on our online exclusives. Did you know that on March 4th, Stampin' Up! Launched some new products to the general public? This is a sneaky peek here of one of the suites that they released. There are several online exclusives. Our online exclusives means that is the only way you can see them is you need to log in, go online to look at them. They are not pictured in any of our publications. So we're trying to get in the habit of, like you do with all your other online shoppings that you do with whatever companies that you visit, Stampin' Up! Is now joining that wide web as well. So get in the habit of going online and checking things out. With that in mind also, starting the middle of April, you will need to have an account to shop with Stampin' Up! They're changing the way that we do things. We as demonstrators are no longer able to handle your credit card information. So it is very important that you go online, make sure that your account is set up so that when April 15th comes and we switch to this new program, you are ready to go, because you will now be able to place your own orders online. Because what they're changing is, instead of making the home plan of $150 order, you now will get Stampin' Rewards on your very own order as minimal as $20. But you need to have an account in order to get these rewards. I do not want you to miss out. So for every $20 order, you will now receive 10% in rewards from that purchase to be able to use on your next order. Okay? You can accumulate these points, these dollars, for a time period, and it will annotate in there how long you have to use those rewards. So if there's something that you really are like, oh, I just can't spend that kind of money on that, would it change your mind if you had free dollars to use toward that? I know I would love that. So anyways, I don't want you missing out. So please do yourself and me a favor and go online and set up your customer account so that, like I said, you are ready to roll come April 15th. Okay? Also, while you are online, real quickly before I go over what goes on here in the Create with Love Studio, there is a scrapbooking brochure. Did you know that we now, as of, I believe it was August last year, launched into scrapbooking? And oh my goodness, this stuff is absolutely amazing. But think outside of the box with this. Just because I said the word scrapbooking does not mean you have to be a scrapbooker. The products that they have come out with make beautiful, beautiful cards as well. In fact, this is something that I am going to be sharing with you next Friday. So if you want to see what I am referring to, please join me next Friday What is the date on that, by the way? Is that the 20th or the 21st? Whoops. Let me look real quick here. That will be the 21st. So yes, Friday, March 21st, I'm going to be sharing with you some cards that we were going to be doing using some of the scrapbooking products. So you want to come back and check that out, and I will also share some of the scrapbooking kits that I've done with pages that are already complete too. So you'll get to see some of that as well. So check that out while you're online. Likewise, don't forget we have our mini catalog. All of our catalogs can also be seen online. So you don't need to have a physical one. You can go online. But if you are like me and you like to hold one in your hands and you are not currently working with the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please let me know, because I'd love to get you some catalogs, especially since our new catalog is coming up and launching on May 4th. Just saying. Okay. If you have been a customer of mine and been stamping with me and purchasing for the last year, you will receive a new catalog. Okay. So that covers the catalogs. Okay. In the Create with Love Studio, real quickly, the first and last Fridays, the first and last Mondays of every month, I do product-based classes. The products change, as does the cost of the class, because you are receiving product for this. The RSVP for these classes, for the product-based ones, need to be to me with prepayment 3 weeks prior, because I need to order your products and get them here to have them cut and ready for you to go in class. Okay? And then the second Monday of the month, I do my 10-card class. So we just had 10-card class the last Monday. This coming Monday, the third Monday of every month, I do my 6-card class. My 6-card class and my 10-card class, you do need to RSVP as well, but you do not need a prepayment. I just need to know you're coming so that I can cut a card kit and have it ready for you here when you arrive, so that you are ready to stamp. And I need the RSVP 2 weeks prior to these classes to allow me flexibility in preparing, because of my personal life, sometimes I'm in a time crunch and I need to cut that far ahead of time to have things ready for class, okay? Then the third Thursday of the month, I do It's a Kit Together class. This one is also an RSVP of 3 weeks prior, so that I can get your kit ordered for you and have it here for class. Now, with that being said, kits are something that I am allowed to cash and carry. So I do have a few here on hand that you can purchase that night. If you decide you do want to join us and you did not pre-order, that's okay. But the reason why I recommend you doing it 3 weeks prior and prepaying is because then you can order the exact kit that you want. Okay, so I will have some kits, like I said, here available for you to purchase at night. But if there's one in particular you we'll want to do that ahead of time. And then the last Monday again of the month is another product-based class, and we are quickly approaching this one. I'm excited. My products are actually supposed to arrive today for this class. We are going to be focusing on the Storybook Moments, which has an Easter spring feel to them, also a very Beatrix Potter type vibe to that. So go online and in the mini catalog, check that out. It is so cute. Now, real quickly, I want to share with you also the first product-based class in April, because we are approaching the deadline to RSVP for this one. This one is due to me by March 17th. The fee for this one is $42, and this class is called Adventure Together, and we are going to be focusing on some online products, and they are amazing. If you are a camper, if you are an outdoor person, you're going to love this class. I'm super excited for this one because it's right up my alley, and I know you guys are just going to love the projects. Okay, again, first and last Monday are product-based classes. Second Monday, 10-card class. Third Monday, 6-card class. Third Thursday kit class. Now, as I have said before, but if this is your first time tuning in, you might not know. If I cannot do a class, I will let you know far enough ahead of time so that you can mark it on your calendar and not miss out. So that being said, Monday, April 28th, which should be a product-based class, I am not going to be here. We do an annual trip every year with our side-by-side, and this year's no exception. We are doing one again. Therefore, Monday, April 28th, there is no class, okay? So just wanted you to be aware of that. All right, I think that takes care of all of that. Now, today's projects that I have to share with you, I did a couple of these with my team at our team meeting on Tuesday, and everybody loved it. I'm laughing because they all said, "Thanks, Kristen. Now you really enabled me to be a hoarder." So what these are cards that I want you to expand your thinking on. You do not need to have specific items for this one outside of your coordinating colors with your cardstock. You do need DSP, but scraps. Today's projects are showing you what you can do with all those little pieces of your leftover scraps, and we are going to do 3 cards together with these scraps. I have 2 projects for you today that are done with the Unbounded Love DSP, which is in our annual catalog, and this is a full sheet of that paper. This is what that paper looks like, so you can see I have tons of scraps here to use up for this. So I am going to be doing 2 cards with this DSP, and then I have 1 card that I am going to be using. Hold please, it's out of my reach and I'm trying to reach it. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, it is called the Countryside Inn DSP. So I'm going to do 1 card with this using scraps. Okay, alrighty, get ready. Here we go. And then I'm also going to be introducing a product to you that you might not have seen, but you might fall in love with, just saying. And you'll see why here in just a minute. I thought I had the package over here. I do. Hold, please. Here we go. It is this. This is called our adhesive sheets. What our adhesive sheets are is it has adhesive sandwich between 2 pieces of paper that you can remove. But what this allows you to do is so incredibly amazing. You can adhere this to your cardstock, and then you know those really intricate dies that we have when you die cut them out and you try to use your adhesives and you get adhesive everywhere. This alleviates that. Okay, so these things are wonderful, but today I'm going to use these in another way so that I'm also not making a mess. So here we go. So for our first card today, I am using Summer Splash, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And so I'm, again, lining up the corners and then taking a bone folder, following back to the middle, and then burnishing so that my card lays flat. Okay? Then I have cut a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. This is going to be my liner on the inside. Then I have taken a scrap piece And I'm using my 1.5 inch circle punch and punched out a piece of basic white. Then I have taken my 1 3/4 inch circle punch to punch out a Summer Splash piece of cardstock. Okay. Then I have another piece of basic white that is 2.5 by 5.5. Okay, so this is going to be the base that I work on. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is this adhesive sheets that I just showed you, which the item number is 152334. That is 152334. And let me see if I can find it real quick in the annual catalog. That is where it would be located, or you can type it in on the search bar online. I'm looking for my adhesives, page 116 and 117, so let's go there. Yes, that is where they are. They are $11.50, and you get 12 sheets, and the sheets measure 6 by 12. So if you're a scrapbooker and you want to do those intricate edges on your pages, you could use a 12-inch length, okay? So, yeah, great to cut down for different things. So that is where they are, $11.50 for those. Alrighty, so again, a, what did I say, 2.5 by 5.5 piece of basic white. And then I went ahead and cut my adhesive sheet. This one I think is just a 1/4 of an inch smaller, so I believe it's 2.25 by 5.25. And so I'm going to peel off the one edge, okay, and that leaves the sticky on the sheet. And so now what I'm going to do is center it on the back of here, and I'm going to get it started. You notice I left that other one covered. So now I'm going to come on here now that I've got it started. I'm going to peel that off, and then you just burnish this down. Don't worry about the wrinkles. It's adhesive. It will be all right. So I'm going to take that, and now I'm going to take this and peel this off. Now my sticky is on that cardstock. Can you see that? Can you see the shiny on there? That's the adhesive that was left behind. Okay, so for now, this card, for what I'm going to do for this one, is I am going to do, with my paper pieces, you could lay them all the way across and have a single, right? But on this one, I think I am going to decide to do what I call like a wood floor pattern. You know how when you do wood floor or laminate flooring, you get the seams where they line up. And so that's what I'm going to do on here. And then this one can go the whole length. So you do some. And let's see, let's start our next one. And this one, you don't want your seams all to line up at the same place. So let's do that one. And then let's do this one. Okay, and now I'm going to do this one here. And now this one. Let's do this one here like so. Let me see, let's do, okay, there's a seam there, Let's do this down here. So you can see, you can play with it. You can put it on there however you would like. The option is yours. So let's do this. And now let's go back. Yes, I think I'm going to come back to this one, and this one is going to go, if you're careful, you can adjust. And so that one's going to go there like so. And then, let's see, let's do another orange. Let's do this one here like that. Let's do this one again down here like so. Let's take this one. This one's going to go across. And I'm going to go, let me see, do another pink one. This one, let's go up here. Let's mix it up. Let's do, oh, here's a, no, that one's down there. So let's do this one here, like so. And then I'm going to take this one. This one is going to go here. And let me see. Let's do this down here. And then how should we finish it off? What piece should I use? Decisions. That's your hardest choice, is deciding what you want to use. Yeah, I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to do it a full length. So there we are. We've gone across the whole piece. So now we are going to flip this over, and you can use your paper trimmer if you wish to, or you can just use your snips, trim these off. But like I said, do not throw these away because you can use them for another card, right? Now, of course, the littler ones you might not want to keep, and that's okay. But these longer ones, absolutely. Now, can you see why I used my adhesive sheet? Otherwise, I would have had to take the time to put adhesive on every single piece that I laid down, okay? And I did not want to do that. Okay, so now I know that this is my sheet. So see how much different it looks once you trim it down? Isn't that the coolest? Okay, so I'm bringing in my paper trimmer here. Yes, this is 2.5 inches, and I want to cut this down to 2 inches. Okay, so there, that changes it a little bit more, and I know that I want this one to be 4 inches. Okay, so there is that piece, and I have this piece left, so you could save it for something else. And so this is our card now. So now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. This, if I can pick it up, is going to go at the bottom of the 4-inch by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. This is the liner for the inside of your card. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I like to bring the outside elements to the inside of the cards. Okay, and so this, there we go. So see, got a little bit of that on the inside. Now this one is longer than what you need. And again, I did that by design so that I could decide how I want this. And so I think I want it like that. And so I am going to put some adhesive on here. And I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet. If you do not have one of these, you want to add this to your order. The reason being is I already put adhesive on the back of this, right? So it's all sticky, right? So I don't want to get sticky all over my glass mat. And so by laying that silicone sheet underneath, it'll keep my glass clean. But also, if you get any adhesive on this, like you can see some of that shiny, all you have to do is wait for it to dry, and it peels right up. So you can clean it right off and continue to use that. Now, I'm going to take my snips and very carefully, without cutting the spine of my card, I'm going to trim that off. That one can be garbage. And then this one, I'm simply opening up my card and again, following that edge, okay? So we've got this left over. So this is what we have so far. Now I have these two pieces left. So I am going to be using today Tags of Thanks greeting. I'm just using the one greeting. It's a thank you. So you don't need to have that particular set. Any greeting you have already will do just fine. So I'm stamping my greeting on there. There we go. Okay. So now I can close this up. Oh, it's a new ink pad, so it's pretty stiff. So now I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this, which again is a 1.5 inch circle. And I'm adhering it to a 1 3/4 inch circle, like so. And then I'm going to flip that over, and now I am going to adhere Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of here, like so. And I know some of you are probably saying, hey, how come your dimensionals are green? Well, that is something that I like to do so that I know when I'm working on white, if I have peeled off the back of my dimensional. Because if it's white on white, it's hard to see. There we go. What do you think about that? Isn't that fun? A great way to use up those scraps, isn't it? So again, I call this like a floor planking or wood floor pattern. You just stagger your seams. Again, you can do whatever you want. If you want a solid piece all the way across of each one, you could do that as well. So the creativity is yours. So again, that's that inside piece, and that's that one. Okay, so this next one, I am using a piece of Pretty in Pink, again, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Line up the edges and burnish. Then I have a piece of Berry Burst that is 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of Basic White that is 4 by 5 1/4. That's a liner for the inside. Then again, we're using the same punches. Remember, I said I'm going to be using the same greeting. So I have a 1.5 inch Basic White circle, and I have a 1 3/4 inch Berry Burst. And then I have a piece of Basic White that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I have already applied that adhesive sheet on the back. And so now what I'm going to do is peel that off. And once again, can you see the adhesive on here? Okay. And so now what I'm going to do with this one, again, using scraps here, I am just going to start putting scraps down on here. And so my first one let's start here. Oh, or not. Okay, we're starting there. See, I always tell everybody there's no accidents. There's only unexpected masterpieces, right? Oh, dear. So there is that one. Now this one fits up to the corner, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do, nope, that one's not going to fit. It's not long enough. Let me, oh, that's the same. Oh dear, let me see. I had pieces all cut. Do you think I can find them now? Nope. Okay, hold please. So what this is designed for you to use up your scraps. However, you could also cut scraps if you chose to. And that's what I'm having to do right now. And it's okay. Oh dear. I had it all ready to go. And then, yep. See, that's what I get for thinking I was ready. Okay, so I'm making sure that my corner piece up here is off from the card when it is lined up with that. Can you see that? That corner needs to be off that edge. Otherwise, you're going to have a gap there. And that's okay. You can fill it in. But it's easier to do that. And so now, let me see. I am going to start down here where I know this will reach. I am going to now put this one. Nope, that doesn't. It's okay. They're scraps. It's all good. I'm going to have to put more adhesive on there. Okay. I got to work this direction. I am so right-handed, it's not even funny. Okay, we're going to do that one. And then I am going to do this one. And again, I am just lining up my pieces so that they fit. And let's see, does this one? Yep, this one covers to the corner. Oops, I did mess this one up a little bit. Very carefully peeling this off. There we go. I did it! Yay! Okay. So you would do, it's best to work with 3 or 4 strips at a time. So you can see these are going this way. This is going this way. And so now you can come back in with other DSP. And yes, let's do this one is gonna go this way. So there's that one. You can see they can be different sizes. And I did that one cattywampus again, but I'm leaving it. That's a good spot for my greeting. This one, no. Let me see. How about this one? Will this one fit? It will. So it's kind of like a puzzle. You want to put those on there, and then I've got a couple cards already done. I just wanted to show you how to get started. Okay. And then after you have these, or if you're running out of strips and you want to reuse some of these, again, don't get rid of these scraps because there's other kinds of cards that you can do with some of these odd shape pieces too. So, yep, don't get rid of those. So there is that. And so can you see this is starting to build now, right? And so then I would Put a coordinating piece of DSP on this one for the inside greeting on here. And to save time to show you, you would continue until that sheet is filled up, and this is what you would get. Okay, so this would be the piece that goes here once it was filled. That gets layered onto the very burst, which then gets layered onto the pink. Okay, isn't that fun? Isn't that a great way to use up these scraps? Okay, so now let's see. Yeah, I need another one going that way. Yeah, we're gonna go back to this one. But I got my angle wrong, so there, we fixed it. So we had to bridge the gap a little bit. Okay. Yes, yes. So that's gonna go like that, and then you would come back in, like I say, and start going the other direction. Okay, let's do, like I said, you would keep going on this. Okay, and let's see. Nope. Okay, so there is the 3 that direction. And again, I want to go this way first so I can save as much of that as possible. Okay, can you see this starting to fill in there, guys? Alrighty, let me see. Now we can do this one. And like I said, that's what you would continue to do until you have this. And let me see. Yeah, we're going to do one more this way. Okay. And then you could use some of these going this way. Almost. Whoops. Darn it. Tell you, I am off today, guys. And I will tell you why here in a little bit. So, oh, no, I don't like that one. I'm going to do this one. And then we need, can we finish it off with one more? Oh, let's do this one. There we go. Hey, Kristen did it. All right. So there's that. Again, keep those. Okay. So this one, yes. This one, adhesive. 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 And then again, like I said, I would open up this, get my greeting, stamp that on there. There we go. This is going to get glued on here. And again, let's do some dimensionals. I'm just going to put 2 on this one. And then this goes on here like so. There we go. So there is the 2. You can see how they're similar but different, so it just depends on your paper placement. Okay, there's one more to do with you on here, and now we're switching over to the other DSP, and I'm not sure what this one is called, but we use scraps for this one. And so there is a special way you need to start this one, and so that's what I want to share with you. And so to start with, we have a piece of boho blue that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And line up the edges. And then again, bone fold so the card is nice and crisp and even. There we go. I need a piece of Night of Navy, and this one is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Yep, 1/8 an inch. I know. Kristen's doing one on you. You need a basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. Again, that's for the inside. And then for the outside, you need one that is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay? And so for this one, what I am going to do is I have another piece of basic white that is 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. This one is going to be simply for my starting off point. And let me see. I am looking for my glue dots because I think I can get this one up easier. So I'm just going to grab a glue dot on here. And this is not going to be on here permanently, but I'm going to try to find the middle of my card approximately. Yep, right here. So then this is going to go on here like so. Oh, or not, because it came off. Gosh. Oh, cannot make this stuff up. Okay, try again. Put this approximately in the middle. Okay, so that's what I've got. Okay, white on white. I know it's hard to see. I probably should have picked a different color, but I didn't. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this one, I do need adhesive for, because I didn't want adhesive under there. So I'm going to take my strip, put adhesive on here, and now this is going to start right here like so. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so it goes all the way to the end, and yes, you want it to the end. And I'm going to take another one and put adhesive on the back of this. Okay. Again, that's why I'm working on the silicone craft sheet in case I get adhesive where I don't want it. Okay. And that one is going to go like that. Okay. I don't know if I've been staying in camera. I hope I have. If I haven't, I'm sorry. Okay. Now we're going to again put adhesive on my next strip. And then this one is going to get butted up to there and go off there. Okay. Can you see the adhesive there? That's because I had adhesive on more than what I needed. And that's okay. So now I'm going to put adhesive on this one. And then this one is going to go on here like so. So it kind of looks like a pinwheel, doesn't it? So now that I know I'm done with this one, because I've got it started now, Okay, I'm going to take that off. Now, typically, see, I hope we get repositionable glue, but that's okay. We're gonna work around that. So there is that. So this is started now. So now you could do like we did on the other cards, and you could do 3 this way and start going the other way if you want to, or you could change it up and go the direction that you want. And so that's what I'm going to do with this one, is I'm coming in with my next piece or pattern, and that one's going to go there. And now I'm going to do some adhesive on here, and this one is going to go here. Okay, again, adhesive. Okay, this one's going to go here. Okay, like so. Can you see that? Okay, and adhesive on this one. Now you could lay your piece up here so that you knew exactly where your adhesive needed to go. You could do that. Okay. Oh. So that one. There we go. So there's those patterns for now. And so now I'm going to change my pattern again. I'm going to put adhesive on here. And now I kind of wish, I think I'm going to do as I said a minute ago. I'll take that, put that on there. This one is going to go on here. So I know that if I come to here, right, the adhesive goes there. So there's that one, right? So there's 2. And now that's going to go there. And then I'm going to need to cut one of those patterns to fill in my fourth spot. Okay. So now you can see why I'm on that sheet. Okay, so I need this stripe one. So I'm going to take and cut that one to come over here because I need one here yet. And so I'm going to square that end back up. Again, lay this on here. Know where my adhesive needs to be. Okay. And this is going to go on here. Like so. Okay, so now I just have those corners to do. And so I know it doesn't have to be very long, so I'm going to just cut off a couple of chunks here. And I know that'll be plenty for those. So I'm going to put a little adhesive on here. And this is going to go here. Okay. Put some here. Whoops. Okay. Some down here. Making sure those stay lined up. And one more here. Okay. And so this one is going to go like so. Okay, so now this is what we've got. And so again, now what I need to do is go over here where I have a space, cut these off, and then continue my way around. Again, you can use your paper trimmer for this. I just don't want to get my paper trimmer all gooped up. It's easier to clean scissors, just saying. Okay, almost, guys. I'm going to show you how to fix that center part that messed up from my greeting. I was going to stamp my greeting right on there as I stated, but I messed that up. And so what I am now going to do is get another piece of DSP and let's see. Is that? Nope. Just do it, Kristen. Okay, so I know that this is 1.5 by 1.5, right? Yes. 1.5 by 1.5. And so then I need a piece that is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay. So that's what I've got. So now, make sure my edges are clean here, because now I'm going to take this one, and again, the same greeting, and I know it needs to be on a diamond shape, right? So, point up and point down, ink up the thank you. Stamp it in the middle of there. And this is going to go on here, like so. Just because I didn't have a solid piece of cardstock here, that's okay. So we're improvising, right? So now we're going to put dimensionals on here, like so. This is going to go on here. And look, you never even knew that that was there now. Put adhesive on the back of this one. This is going to go up. Centered on here. Now remember, this is only 1/8 of an inch difference, so it's not a lot. Okay, and then adhesive on the back of this one. So today, what I hope I have done is inspired you to not throw out all of your scraps. They are usable. So there is our last card. Let's bring in our first 2 cards. So here's card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. What do you guys think of those? Do you like those? They are so much fun. I hope I have inspired you to get out your scraps, get out some cardstock, and play, okay? I know you guys all have scraps, and I know you all have a greeting, so just have fun with it, enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me today, And I will see you next Friday, and we will be getting into some of the scrapbooking products. So have a great week, everybody, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.